Welcome to the weekly energy show, Inklings, with me, Irina, your spiritual life guide and energy alchemist. And today we're going to talk about the moon, how to harness the energies of the moon to sharpen your intuition. Intuition is something that we all have, our gut instincts, that inner knowing, those goosebumps when the hairs go up on the back of our neck. And there are many times in life where logic can override intuition, where well-meaning friends and family members and peers and mentors talk us out of those gut instincts because it just doesn't make sense logically. But when you tune in and you notice the most successful business people and entrepreneurs in the world, from Steve Jobs to Oprah, they all trust their instincts, those gut instincts. And I want to talk about how tuning into the tides and the rhythm of the moon can help you sharpen your intuition. And if we haven't met yet, my name is Irina. I am a spiritual life guide and what I call an energy alchemist. I have brought together modern and ancient sacred practices and traditions to help you tune into your gut and to trust it. So today, I want to talk about specifically my little energy recipe, the triple L, for you to utilize the energy of the moon to sharpen your intuition. So the first L, and I love these very simple kind of practices because they help us go into the profound. Even though it seems very wonderfully basic, it's that idea of KISS. Keep it simple, sweetheart. So with the first L, it's simply look. Pay attention to what phase the moon is in, whether it's a new moon or a full moon. You can start with something as simple as that. Now, how does that help you sharpen your intuition? Well, first of all, notice how the phase of the moon affects you. Many of my clients come to me and they say, oh, I can't sleep. I'm worrying. I've got all this extra energy. I don't know what to do with myself. And I'll say, what's the moon up to? And sure enough, it's most likely a full moon. So when we have a full moon, our energy is high. Ask any teacher or ER doctor or even a police officer, and you'll find things get a little bit crazier when the moon is full. The kids start to act up, more babies are born. Both of my children were born on moons, full moons. And then you can also tune into the new moon. Well, why might the new moon be beneficial? Well, usually my clients will come to me and they'll say, oh, I just don't have any energy. I'm so exhausted. I don't know what's going on. I feel just extra tired. I need to sleep more. I don't have motivation to do things. And then you notice, oh, well, the moon is in a new phase. So that's a time of the dark moon, of going in. When you start to pay attention to the rhythms of nature and how that affects you, all of a sudden you get back into your natural cycle. And your natural cycle, your circadian rhythms, yes, but it extends beyond the five senses of the seeing, the touching, the tasting, the smelling, and the hearing. It includes the sixth sense, which is your intuition. And if we're too caught up in trying to work against nature, fighting that fatigue with extra caffeine and sugar and trying to push through, or the opposite with the full moon energy, we desensitize ourselves and it becomes very hard to listen to our gut instincts. So that's the first part, is simply look and see what phase is the moon in, and just start with new and full. There's much more to it than that, but for now we're just going to keep it simple. Now the second L is listen. I really encourage you. This was something that came through when I was doing my priestess process training and tuning into the natural rhythms and cycles of the earth. It was to simply sit in the moonlight, whatever phase it was in. It could have been a new moon or a dark moon and there was no moonlight, but still we were expected as students to sit underneath the moon. And you would pay attention to what sign the moon was in, what zodiac sign. And you'd just tune in and you'd simply listen. And what does that mean? Well, it's like sitting on your front porch and just looking out at the sunset. You're just sitting in the moonlight and you're simply listening to your breath, the sounds of the evening, maybe the crickets chirping, the birds slowly quieting down, the rustle of leaves. But what you're doing is you're sharpening your other senses. When you do that, you are tuning and turning your whole being on. You are really becoming alive. Part of the reason that we can't hear our intuitive guidance is because we're overstimulated. We have too much going on. So by simply sitting in the dark and in the quiet under the moonlight and just allowing yourself to hear the sounds of nature, it drowns out the static noise that's been such a distraction. And then the final L, learn. And what I mean by that is take some time to reflect on whatever insights came to you as you sat under the moonlight. And it could be 5 minutes, it could be 10 minutes. It doesn't have to be the whole evening. But the idea is that before you jump up into your next activity, just reflect. Maybe you have a little journal, you write a couple insights down, like, you know what, I thought of my brother, I should probably reach out and say a quick hello. Or, you know what, I realize that this path I'm following in my career, I really need to shift that a little bit. So that reflection time, that's where the real gold comes from, because now you're open to those messages that were coming through. Now you can formulate a plan that you can take action on. So it's a very wonderfully gentle and simple way to harness the energy of the moon through looking what phase is it in, listening, just that meditative practice of sitting beneath the moonlight. There's nothing you need to do, just listen to the sounds of nature. And then the final, which is learn what came through, reflect on any guidance. And it's wonderful to have you, Diane. Good morning. Glad that you found me live. And Cindy, hello. And Deb, you've been wanting to get here with me for the longest time. Finally, yay. I'm so glad. Oh no, it's Dee. Oh, goodness gracious. I need my computer glasses. My apologies, Dee. That's so funny. I said that and I was like, no, that's not right. See, that's the intuition. We can say things and we can feel when they're off, even if it's across the internet like this and I can't even see your face right now, Dee. And it's so beautiful. And you have the wonderful little accent. So I still don't know if I'm pronouncing it properly. Please let me know. If this has sparked more curiosity and questions for you than it has answers, then come play with the moonlight, in the moonlight with me, and click on the link around this video. I would love to continue the conversation and help you on your intuitive journey, harnessing the energy of the moon. All right, I'll catch you all on the flip side. Bye, guys. Hey, and P.S. Oh, Maricela, good morning. Oh, and Karen, you finally got through. Woohoo! Oh, I'm so glad you're all here. If this has been helpful, please share this with a friend so they too can start to tune into the rhythms of the moon and trust their intuition. Have an incredible day, and I'll catch you all later. Bye, guys.